I don't know, you lost me. Anyway, hope nobody's interfering. But anyway, the issue with mining is I'm preparing a petition to the Senate. I don't know how far it will go, but the issue with mining needs immediate administrative action. First of all, large quantities of these minerals are being taken out. You find out, like in Busia, they don't have the capacity to smelt the main soil containing the main minerals, so they sell the soil in lorries. The lorry is about at 5,000, which are taken out to Tanzania, and I'm told that's where the real gold is. So when you look at the whole thing, is that our minerals are being stolen with no formula. The same thing is happening in Pokot areas, in Northeastern, in Nyanza. So quick action is required, but this particular administration looks like it's not keen to intervene and put some regulatory measures in place because it's like it's benefiting them. When you find now even the social structures around the places in Busia, the area has become like a rural slum with so many people from outside the country running the shows. So everything is upside down, and it is sad for this country. When I went to the Kakamega one, they could not allow people in, but I was able to go in because I had to thump my chest a bit and tell them I'm a senator of the republic, you can't lock me out. So when I showed my identity, the fellows allowed me in. There's a big Rosterman mine, which the Mzungus used to mine and which the Chinese have now taken over. And you can just see that they're taking a lot of gold out. In the 50s, it's on record that Kakamega County loaned money to the British Crown, the county government of Kakamega, and it was from the gold. Taxes they were getting from the gold. So if that could happen in the 50s, what is it that is in the ground that these Chinese are picking up now that we don't know? When you look at the county government, there will know. Ask the administrator there, they tell you that they can't do anything because the orders seem to come from outside. You go to the national government structures, everybody's like, we can't do anything about it because these people are coming with the orders from Nairobi. So there's need for the people of this country to really rise up and say, enough is enough. And if we can't utilize what is in the ground profitably, let it stay there until you can do that. Because the challenge of leadership is just one. The challenge of leadership is to convert resources into wealth. If there be the human resource, let it be able to be converted into wealth. If it's the natural resource, let it be able to be converted into wealth. So that the people can thrive. The people can have material progress. There's no other point in leadership. So I think the people need to rise up on this issue and demand that the minerals be exploited in a manner that benefits the country. The environmental damage has to be checked. Yes. The threats to the disease and whatever has to be checked, and the value of the gold has to be known.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to speak to.
Okay, just hold on. Senator, you will tell us about our medical system. There's this shift that is being pushed on us, despite us telling them that it is not worth it. There is that issue you've raised of the cabinet. You said you want to come up with a shadow cabinet. You will tell us what went into your head for you to consider coming up with a shadow cabinet. And then you will, of course, talk to us about that issue of foreign mercenaries coming to hijack our healthcare system for their own benefit. I hope I'm clear. And
yes, I wanted to. This is Senator Onyonka. I wanted to say something. I don't know whether it's possible.
Yeah, go on.
I first of all want to really thank Senator Umtata
Asante sana.
He was the lone voice of reason and intellect that many of us kind of dismissed, and as he kept on raising these issues. If you look at the story about our minerals, if you look at Kenya as a country, you will be shocked. What happened to me about 3 weeks ago is that a person, and by the way, many people keep asking, where do you get this information, even the story about the airport and all that? There are some wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people, just like Mr. Amenya, the guy who first raised the red flag. The truth is, somebody sent me a message and it was an executive order. And it was an executive summary. That executive summary is presumably, and I say this with a lot of courtesy because when I got that report, I was shocked that we have rare minerals at the coastal area. These rare minerals that the Americans are interested in them, and the amount of money they're willing to pay as I speak to you today from that executive summary is about 100 billion US dollars. That money should be able to pay all our debts. That money should be able to organize our country if we wanted to. The problem you have is that there are vested interests. There are people who have run our mineral sector like it was the njugus which they eat every morning. And I want to thank Omtata, and there are a few people who've been giving us the information and intel. And I want to mention to this team here, I have listened to what you've been doing for the last most probably 2 months. I really, really congratulate all of you. I want to tell you this, it's not easy when some of us get on TV and we say what we say. I wish many of you knew what we go through. Some of the journalists have been really, really wonderful. I can tell you this. That's why I don't want us to condemn all journalists. Some of them are the ones who give us some of the intel. Some of them are the ones who tell us where things are going wrong. My honest observation is that this team, stay together, be strong, don't be challenged. This country is yours. Kenya has a capacity, yes, of becoming like Singapore. But the nonsense that goes on about stealing of public funds, the issue of where everybody who is in power and in authority thinks every person in Kenya is an idiot, that has to end. People want service, people want dignity, people want fairness. That's why I support you guys. I support you people 1,000%. I will not change my thinking and my beliefs. The other thing I wanted to suggest to this team is this. You've lost your troops. Please, every time you have this show, dedicate 1 hour for those young men and women who have fallen. We may not be able to pay for their lives, but those are people who believed in the real ideals of what a good country is, where there's democracy, where we fight about bigger things, the small things that are available, clean water, good roads, where everybody values their responsibility in this republic. Right now, our country is broken down. I want to say that Omtata, Senator Olekina, my brother Sifuna, Gerald Gay, I will tell you, there are people in UDA. What you people may not realize, some of the people in UDA are the ones who've been telling us, please shout. Shout because everything is being broken down so that people can steal your resources.
Why can they shout themselves?